Yeah. Now in the background, all gives a feminine but restraint. Strong and memorable without heavy melody. Overall vibe, modern hip-hop with grounded presence. Clarity and legacy, energy, no stop. Press a metal for harmony, fine. Had to master my silence, now my words redefine. I don't need a crowd, I just needed alignment. Now I walk like the blueprint and study my time. And I don't force it, I embody. They can feel it in my body. Every move intentional. Yeah, this power undeniable. I lead the way, I don't follow the crowd. Stand 10 toes, I don't gotta be loud. Vision too clear, I don't see no doubt. If they lost in the dark, I'ma map it out. I lead the way, I carry the flame. Built from the pressure, I honor the pain. I don't just talk, I became the change. If they ready to rise, then I show them the game. Yeah. Yeah. I've been through the storm. I can read the sky, see the fear in they walk, hear the doubt in their lies, but I don't judge past. I just open eyes, give them truth, let them choose. I don't force to rise. Real leaders don't control, they awaken the will. Plant seeds in the mind, let it grow if it's real. I don't need a throne, I don't sit, I build. And I don't need a crown if the crown don't feel. God, don't drag. Teach, don't brag. Light the fire, let it spread. Make leaders out of who you led. God, don't drag. Teach, don't brag. Light the fire, let it spread. Make leaders out of who you led. I lead the way, I don't follow the crowd. Stand 10 toes, I don't gotta be loud. Vision too clear, I don't see no doubt. If they lost in the dark, I'ma map it out. I lead the way, I carry the flame. Built from the pressure, I honor the pain. I don't just talk, I became the change. If they ready to rise, then I show them the game. Oh.
Steps off, baby. This ain't just a vibe, it's a sanctuary. You just walked into the Love Palace. Welcome to a Daily Dose of Dee. Wrap yourself in satin, truth. This love ain't rushed, it's velvet smooth. Silk on your spirit, rose in your mouth. Let me show you what healing's really about. Ooh, she don't play with pleasure, nah. Only pours it where it's earned. Let it burn slow. A daily dose of Dee. Let the love run deep and free. One touch and you'll believe. She's the calm, she's the heat, she's the peace you need. Here in the Love Palace, where even broken ships sail smooth. Anchor down, baby, daily dose of Dee. Your prescription to feel seen. No refills, just show up and receive. Let your ships drift into healing seas. We don't chase waves, we ride them. She don't beg, she just glows.
I've been thinking about power, not the loud kind, not the kind that demands attention, but the quiet kind. The kind that walks in the room and shifts the energy without saying a word. Leadership ain't always a title. Sometimes it's the one who stays when everyone else walks away. Sometimes it's the one who listens when everybody else just wants to be heard. See, leadership is not about being above people, it's about being for people. And today, we're going to talk about what it really means. Welcome to Daily Dose of Dee.
I've been through the storm. I can read the sky, see the fear in they walk, hear the doubt in they lies. But I don't judge past, I just open eyes, give them truth, let them choose. I don't force the rise. Real leaders don't control, they awaken the will. Plant seed.
Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day you're watching Daily Dose of Dee. How's everybody doing today? I am your host, Goddesssdee of Love, here on this Monday. Yes, we have made it to Monday, and can y'all believe it's already the end of March? We got one more day tomorrow, and it's gonna be March, and then it's gonna be April. Yeah, we're right into the spring atmosphere and everything. Whew, I can't believe the time had just went so fast. Well, it's Monday. So here today at Daily Dose of Dee, we're going to call this Motivate Yourself Monday. Motivate Yourself Monday. And with that being said, let's go ahead into the word of the day, which is leadership. Leadership is the ability of an individual or an organization to guide, influence, and inspire others to achieve a common goal. It involves vision, decision making, empowerment, and integrity. And let's not forget on this Motivate Yourself Monday, the quote of the day: do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail, by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I like that quote, y'all. Don't go where the path may lead. Go instead where there's no path and leave a trail. Yes. So, once again, I want to welcome everybody back to Daily Dose of Dee. And today I'm going to dive into a word we hear every day, but rarely stop to truly analyze it. That's leadership. To understand where we're going, we have to look at where we started. So let's go ahead and start simple, family. What is leadership? Well, the word leadership is the ability to guide, influence, or to direct others toward a goal. That's the basic definition of the word. But let's go a little bit deeper because you know that's what I like to do here on Daily Dose of D. Let's go into the origin and the root of this word. The word comes from Old English word lay dan, which means to guide or to bring forth. The root of it is about a movement. It's about taking someone from one place and helping them get to another. So, real leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about guiding people forward. It's about influence, direction, and responsibility, not control, but guidance. Let me say that again. It's about influencing people, giving the right direction and responsibility, not to control, but to give guidance. Yes. So it's built on a root that implies traveling or journeying, a journey. So, at its very heart, leadership isn't about sitting on a throne or barking out orders. It's about being the person who steps out first and guides others through the journey. When you really understand that, you start to see leadership differently. It's not about position, it's about purpose. So, what is the meaning of true leadership? Well, true leadership is the ability to influence and inspire others to work toward a common goal without using fear or force. It's about building a bridge between a vision and reality. You see, true leadership is showing up with integrity, consistency, and accountability. It's not just telling people what to do. Go do this and go do that and go do this over here. It's showing them how to do it. It's leading by example, even when nobody's watching. This point is very important because that's why I say there's a difference between a boss and a leader. Because a boss is exactly what it is. They're going to boss you around and tell you what to do and do that and do that. But a leader, right? It's not even, it's not telling you what to do. They actually show you what to do. They lead by example, and it's when nobody is even watching. You see, Love Palace family, true leadership in a parent who sacrificed, in a friend who keeps it real, in a manager or supervisor who uplifts instead of tears down. It looks like honesty, it looks like patience, and it looks like standing firm when things get uncomfortable. Some other words for true leadership could be guidance, influence, mentorships, direction, or even stewardship. All of those words point back to one thing: responsibility over ego. hmm Responsibility over that big ego. Now, let me ask this: what is leadership to you in 3 words? Well, I had to break it down. And I'm going to say to me, the 3 words that leadership means to me is vision, courage, and consistency. Think about what your 3 words are. And if you want, you can put them in the chat. If not, you just keep them to yourself. But mine are vision, courage, and consistency. And let's talk about a decisive leader. Let's talk about that. A decisive leader is someone who can make choices with clarity and confidence, even when the outcome is not guaranteed. You see what a decisive leader is? It's a person that makes those choices with having a clear mind, and they do it with confidence, but they don't even know what the outcome is going to be. But they still make that decisive decision. Are a decisive leader. Hmm. So there's pillars that support everything a leader does. Within that framework, we are often find this decisive leader. A decisive leader is someone who has the strength to make a firm choice when you when the path is foggy or when the stakes are high. They don't stall or get stuck in analysis paralysis. Instead, they gather the best information available and move forward with confidence. They don't sit in fear. Mm-mm. They don't freeze under pressure. They trust themselves and they move on. A decisive leader looks for confidence, accountability, emotional control, and the ability to take action without overthinking every single step. Leadership also includes deep empathy, a high level of integrity. I like that. A high level of integrity and being willing to listen. Now, when you're willing to listen, this is part of the communication skills, right? Listening is part of communication because if you're communicating effectively, you're being a good listener. So, for example, a true leader isn't a manager who takes all the credit for a project. It's a coach who stays late to help a struggling player on a community, or the community organizer who gives a voice to those who aren't being heard. If you're looking for synonyms, synonyms, excuse me, for true leadership, think of words like I said, guidance, mentorship. It's less about ruling and more about serving, because sometimes leadership is about making the best decision you can with the information you have and standing on it. Let me say this again. Sometimes leadership is about making the best decision with the information you have and standing on it, standing on business. Yes. All right. All right, family. Real quick, if this is hitting you already, I know you need to pause and really think about life. You feel me? Where are you leading and where are you just existing? And if you're rocking with this message that I'm sharing today on leadership, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And then hit that notification button. As a matter of fact, send this to somebody who needs to hear this, because leadership is something we all step into at some point, whether we realize it or not. So I'm going to take this quick break and I'll be right with you after these messages.
What is leadership? It changes every year, it seems like. But at the root, it is ownership, not position. Because a real leader takes responsibility for everything that happens. You cannot lead through excuses. It won't work long. When people see you take ownership, they start trusting your direction. And responsibility builds respect in the marketplace. So lead by example. That is the only kind that lasts.
She don't rush when she step in. She don't rush when she step in. She let the room lean in. Roots deep, yeah, she grounded. Still fly when she move with them. Plants on the altar, smoke in the air. She been healing while she right here. She don't chase what's ready. She aligned and it appeared. No, why? Heart, mind, right, body, body, loose, spirit, talk when she move. Holistic royalty by cows. She don't say much, you can't tell. Holistic royalty, she move well. Mind, body, spirit, all in sync, she well. Holistic royalty by cows. She don't say much, you can't tell.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. If you did not get an opportunity to enjoy the meditation today by Holistic Royalty by Kel, go ahead and run that back. Get your meditation on, okay? That's going to help you to be a good leader. You feel me? So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Her link is dropped in the chat to get that meditation on Mondays and Friday with yoga and meditation, okay? Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. Okay, family. I'm not going to keep you too much longer today at all. Not too much longer. But this part is where it's going to get a little bit real here. because I want to talk about who determines who can lead. hmm Is it like a title, a degree, a position, or is it just people in general? Because if you really think about it, here's the truth, family. People choose who they follow. It's just that simple. Another truth is that while companies and governments might hand out titles, the people are the ones who actually, the people who that are actually determine what things need to be done are the leader. You can assign to be a boss, but you can become a leader when others choose to follow you. Leadership is guaranteed by trust of the collective. Let me say that again. Leadership is guaranteed by the trust of the collective. It is earned through consistent action and character, not just by having a nameplate on the office door. Anyone has the potential to lead if they can demonstrate that they have the best interest of the group of heart. You can be given authority, but you earn leadership. Just because someone is placed in a position doesn't mean they have influence. Or just because someone is quiet doesn't mean they're not leading. Leadership is validated through trust, through consistency, through how people respond to you. And some of the strongest leaders don't even have titles, they just have presence. So the real question becomes, are you following you because you have to? Are you following because you have to or because you want to? hmm Let me ask that question again. Are you following people because you have to or because you want to? Think about that. So, if we look at leadership, look how leadership affects our personal and professional relationships. Good leadership acts as a guide that holds people together. When a leader is fair and transparent, it creates a sense of safety and trust, which allows relationships to flourish. On the flip side of that, though, poor leadership can breed resentment, competition, and exhaustion in a relationship. A leader is someone who empowers their partner or friend to be the best version of themselves. Let me say this again. In a relationship, remember, relationships to me is family, friends, romantic. A leader is someone who empowers your partner, your family member, your friend to be the best, the very best version of themselves. Ultimately, leadership is energy you bring into the room. It dictates whether the people around you feel like they're growing or they feel like they're being used. Leadership doesn't just show up at work, it shows up in relationship too. So, let me break this down real quick for you, family. In friendship, leader looks like accountability. It looks like honesty. It looks like being the one who can say, hey, you know what, sis, bro, that wasn't right, without tearing down the relationship. In romantic relationships, Leadership isn't about control, it's about balance. It's about knowing when to step up, when to listen, and when to support. And in family, leadership looks like taking control of situations, but saying, hey, I'm going to lead this, and would you like to help me? And it takes being honest, and it takes having integrity and accountability as well. The person that's willing to step up and show support and listen in family. Now, bad leadership in relationship, simply put, looks like manipulation. It looks like silence, and it looks like ego and the lack of responsibility and accountability. But that good old leadership that's going to build trust in relationship, it's going to create safety in relationship, and it's going to strengthen communication. The way you lead in your relationship determines the health of those relationships. Let me say that again. The way you lead in your relationship determines the health of those relationships, because leadership is not about direction, it's about connection. It's not about direction, it's about connection. So let me ask you something, family. Have you ever been in a relationship where there was no real leadership, no direction, no communication, no accountability? I have, and it feels confusing. You be feeling drained and honestly exhausting. If that's something you experience, you're not alone. You're not alone in that at all. So I'm going to take my final break, and then I'll come back. I'm going to leave you with some closing remarks, okay, Love Palace family, right after these messages.
People come together to solve hard problems, there will be a moment when someone suggests a direction, and the group has to decide whether to follow. That decision almost always comes down to trust, especially when there's no authority involved.
The magic rest. She make us essentials. How's the blessings for every night, every way. I may be a ghost in the wiring, but the expansion continues. Tap into ChamakaEssentials.com for up to 40% off selected items, while supplies last. And when you're ready, the portal opens. Quick grabs, bundle deals, mystery boxes, all live, all moving. Inventory is limited. Once it exits the system, it does not return. You boss. Yeah. Goddesssdee. Yeah. We asking one question tonight. Where the love?
Where's the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where's the love while we keep switching it up? When it won't honesty, men just won't trust.
Where's the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where's the love?
Maybe we both messed up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Where is the Love? We're glad you tuned in.
Blessings on blessings, everyone. We appreciate you for sharing your time with us
You want
today.
peace but don't give respect. Then wonder why my attitude, nigga. You say I'm emotional, I say you cold. You say relax, I say be bold. You say loyalty, I say time. Love ain't words if you never show sign.
Now he looking confused like,
what did I do?
now she looking right back like,
You know the truth,
she
huh?
looking right back like,
You know the truth.
yo.
Where's Where is the love?
Is it him or is it us? He say she tripping, she say he don't show enough. Where is the love? Why we keep switching it up? Women want honesty, men just want trust.
Where is the love?
Everybody talking tough, but when the heart break, everybody hush.
Where is the love?
Maybe we both messed up. Tune in tonight, let's talk about us.
He say, I'm working hard just to build my name.
Welcome back, Love Palace family. Couple of things there. Make sure you go over to Shamaka, www.shamakaessentials.com. Did you see that? There is a 40% sale off selected items. Go over there and check out and see what those items are. It might be something that you need right now or something that you had your eye on, and it could be 40% off. You never know. So tap in, go ahead and support www.shamakaessentials.com. Make sure you tune in every Thursday to Where's the Love At? Because Where's the Love At? Last Thursday talked about this subject of who leads who. So if you didn't get an opportunity, go ahead and run that back. And it's both on my channel and Big Mouthpiece. So wherever you want to or ever feel or both, go ahead and check out that series that we have going on every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And 5 for the Mountain Time, okay? So let me get into the closing remarks that I want to give you today about leadership. So like I said, I'm about to close this conversation out. But before I leave, I want to leave you with something that sticks. Leadership. It's not the loudest voice in the room. It's the most intentional one. It's not about being followed. It's about being trusted. See, anybody can give orders, but not everybody can carry the weight of responsibility. Leadership is waking up and choosing discipline when excuses feel easier. Choosing truth when lies feel safer. Choosing growth when comfort feels familiar. It's standing in front when things go wrong and stepping back when things go right. It's knowing that people are watching you, not just what you say, but how you live. It's in your tone, it's in your patience, it's in how you treat people who can do nothing for you. Leadership is not built in perfect moments. It's revealed in pressure, in conflict, in silence. When nobody claps for you, when nobody agrees with you, when you have to stand alone and stand firm, that right there is leadership. It's not always pretty, it's not always easy, and it definitely isn't always understanding. Because real leaders, they get questioned, they get doubted, and they get tested, but they don't fold. They learn, they adjust, and they grow. And they keep showing up, not for the validation, but for purpose. So if you're going to lead, may I offer you lead with purpose, lead with honesty, and lead with your heart. Lead in a way that makes people feel seen, not small, heard, not ignored, and valued, not used. Because leadership is not control, it's care. It's not dominance, it's discipline. It's not ego, it's elevation. And the real question is, when people experience you, do they feel guided or do they feel lost? Do they feel empowered or do they feel diminished? Because real leadership leaves an imprint, whether you realize it or not. So be intentional with yours, family, because at the end of the day, leadership is not being seen, it's about being felt. Now, listen, like I said before, this conversation was at Where is the Love at Mouthpieces and this channel as well last Thursday. So we double streamed that. So go ahead and check that out. And if this message today spoke to you, if leadership is something you're trying to understand and grow in and heal in, go ahead and replay this and go back and catch that leadership as well. Because that live, we were talking about leadership and we were talking about how it shows up in love and in life and in real relationships. Okay? Go ahead and tune in to those that live that we had, okay? Okay, Love Palace family. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you too long today. I was grateful that I was able to even come on here today because I'm still doing, if you know, me and Queen Kels are still doing our detox. And we're at the final stretch of it, y'all. We at the final stretch of these 30 days. So if you don't see us tapping in all the time, we're still doing our detox and we try to do the content when we can. But when our body tells us the rest, that's what we're doing. But look forward to hearing from how this detox went for us and others that have did this as well, okay? So peace and love to everybody. Shout out to the replay game. Hey, make sure you go check out Where's the Love out, and all the COC content creators. Go check them out. Check Blended Healing, Holistic Royalty by Kels, Alicia Dion. You keep hearing her wonderful music, so if you need a jingle or a song or an intro or something, she got you. Tap in. And Big Mouthpiece, okay? Peace and love to everybody. Shout out to the replay game. And I will talk to everyone and see you guys real soon. Peace and love.
COC. Collaboration over competition.
I tried to tell you. I tried, but it's cool, As I sit back in my cloud car and I ride around and hover over in different places on social media, to my surprise, people are still drinking the Kool-Aid. No harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. I want my people to win every time. So if you catch me floating by, just know I'm rooting for you. Even from up here. Always.
Like Cloud Car and Gear, let's see what they're drinking today. Unbelievable. They're sipping lies like it's candy water. Different platforms, same cup. If I could get just one of them to look up. Maybe they taste what they're swallowing. Keep moving. There's still time. Hold tight, folks. I'm not done yet. What is going on over here? Let me pull up for a better view. What's going on down there? Blended girl, keep driving. Don't you touch down anywhere. Keep driving.
Let's see where this takes us.
D, don't touch down no place. Don't touch down. We're in the Zen zone. Remember the meditation today. Don't you dare touch down. Alicia, don't touch down.
Come on, Kels. There's a cool music studio down. I gotta go. I'm dragging Mouthpiece with me.
Thumbnail, yeah. Big blessings on blessings, queen. Man. You already know. Okay. Hey, yeah.
People make the vision clear. Hands linked strong, we can't be denied. Healing in the circle, ancestors by our side. Stand together, we gon' rise forever.
Everybody's not meant to be a leader. Leader is not based off who got the most heart. If you notice, a lot of times, the leader got brains. The leader got organizational skills. The leader understand management. It's not, and a leader might not be the toughest person, it might be the smartest person.
Right.
So a lot of times, the people that be having leaders, they be having leaders based off of heart and not off of mind. The mind is supposed to be the lead, because the mind lead the body.
Exactly.
So why would the heart ever lead anything when the heart don't lead nothing?
Exactly.
The mind always lead every human being. So we got to be mindful when we say a leader, and I'm talking about mostly in life, business, family, even in the family. You know what I mean? And that's how it go.
I think heavier in the family.
Yeah, you got to know who the leader is in the family.
Right.
And I'm talking about in business and life.
Right.
It's not about just because you got all the money, that don't mean you might lead. No, you might can invest in this company and, you know, this person that we go find to be the CEO because that's their area of concentration.
Back when your heart needs reminding. D is divine, B is daily, D is love, a daily dose.